Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop. I know a few people have been concerned about this whole Windows 10 expiration thing going on. I've had several people tell me that they was shopping for a new computer because the update system was telling them their computer was not eligible for an update due to some hardware requirements. So this is going to be a walkthrough how to set up Windows 11 on unsupported hardware. This is not going to work for all laptops, but this will definitely cover a lot of laptops out there that does being blocked due to hardware restriction. Right here in front of me I have a Lenovo laptop and I have a Windows 11 thumb drive prepared from the media creation tool from Microsoft. I've got it inserted into the USB port on the laptop. In this particular case I hit enter to go into the boot selection menu. I'll go down here to the store and go, the USB store and go, and select that for my boot device. Now as this thumb drive starts to boot the laptop, it'll take just a little bit. Once we get booted up into Windows setup, we'll come through here and select US and check the box as I agree that this is going to destroy all the information on this hard drive. Then it'll say we're getting some things ready. If it tries to get a few things ready, it's going to do a hardware check. This is the Windows 11 setup. It says this PC does not meet the minimum requirements to install Windows 11. So we're going to redo this thumb drive on my desktop computer. I'm going to go to the website. We're going to get Rufus and we're going to download the newest version, the 4.11. Now that we got the Rufus tool downloaded, we also need the Windows 11 ISO file. We're going to get that directly from the Microsoft website where it says download Windows 11. We don't want the creation tool. You scroll all the way down to where it says download Windows 11 disk image. We want to make sure we have the 64-bit disk image selected, and then we're going to select our language, and then we'll be prompted to download the disk image. I already have it downloaded, so now once you have those two things downloaded and run the Rufus program, you're going to hit this select. You'll have to show it exactly where the ISO file is that you just downloaded, probably in your downloads folder. Make sure you have GPT selected and then click start. We'll get this dialog box pop up. We're just going to click OK. And this is the important part right here. This first selection will remove the requirements for having more than 4 gigs of RAM, for having secure boot, and for having the TPM security chip. So if you check this first box, Windows 11 will not look for these to be a requirement to install. This second section will remove the requirement to have a Microsoft account to install Windows 11. Now there are 3 or 4 different ways to get around that. We'll go through a couple of them when we get to that point. I'm not sure that this actually works, but the third section is actually to go ahead and create your username for this local account. I'm not going to use that section. I will check the first and the second box, and then we'll hit OK. And Rufus will prepare our thumb drive. I do recommend you having more than 4 gigs of RAM to run Windows 11, and most of you probably will, at least 16. After Rufus has finished preparing our thumb drive, we'll put it back in the laptop, we'll power it up, and we'll press enter to go into the boot menu. Once we get the boot menu up, we'll hit F12, and the computer will start booting from the thumb drive again. Once the installer starts back up, we'll do the same options. We'll do the same thing we did before. And this time you see we did not get the warning. It went straight in, and here's all of our hard drives. Now most of you are not going to have this many hard drives. In this particular case, you see I have a 1 terabyte My Passport. That's probably what I'll be using this time. You can see the volume label here looks exactly like it did when it was preparing the thumb drive in Rufus. So that right there tells you that this is our thumb drive that we booted from, disk 3. All 4 of these partitions in disk 3 is the thumb drive that we have booted the installer from. So we're not going to use that. Disk 0. I have 3 partitions in disk 0, and that's where I have my Linux installed. On this laptop I do have Arch Linux installed. Disk 1 is a 1 terabyte USB hard drive. After you select the hard drive where you want to install Windows 11, just hit Next. I'm going to speed this up just a little bit. We'll let the installer do its thing. After it finishes copying these files and it does a little bit of cleanup, it will reboot. When we get to this menu, we will have a few options. You can go ahead and select the United States. You can click yes and carry on with the installer and sign in to your Microsoft account, or create a Microsoft account to sign into if that's what you want to do. What I'm going to do is hold my shift and I'm going to press F10, and that will bring up a command prompt. In the command prompt, we can use the command net users to list all users that's set up on this laptop. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to add an account. That command is net space users space your account name space / add. You can see that command completed successfully. After we do that, we want to give that account administrative rights. The command for that is net space local group space administrators space the account name you just created space add. That will give that account administrative privileges. But there's another way you can set up Windows 11 for a local account only. That command is start space ms -cxh : local only. You hit enter and that will bring up the local account creation tool. Here you can type in your username. You do not have to enter a password if you do not want to. I'm not going to. And you can hit next and it will continue through the installer. It'll take just a little bit to set up the account. And once you get into your desktop, you can type update, do all of your Windows updates, and that'll install all the hardware for your graphics card, and it'll do all that automatically through Windows updates. That's all you really need to do to install Windows 11 on unsupported hardware. This will not interfere with any updates. You'll still get all of your security updates. You'll have a local account, and you'll be good to go. This is well worth a try before you start looking for a new laptop to run your lasers and CNC machine. Like I said, this will not work on all laptops. If this does not work on your laptop, I'll have another video showing you how you can install Linux on that laptop, so at least you don't have to throw that laptop away. It's still usable. Don't throw all these laptops away thinking you can never use them again because you're worried about the Windows updates and security. Lightburn 1.7.08 still works fine in Linux. Matter of fact, that's what I'm still using on Windows, because Lightburn 2.0 is still having a few bugs that have not been worked out yet. But I'll do that video next, showing how to install Arch Linux on a laptop or whatever Linux you want to. Alright, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.